So to have a tub of fucking ice cream on an empty stomach is not gonna be good for your boy. So
Tummy twerking.
now let me ask you this question. Can I substitute someone to eat this for me? Pause.
Yes.
Okay. I still want to taste it.
So
They do it on the other they do it on what's his name podcast? Drink Champs. They get somebody else to drink the alcohol when they're not, you know what I mean?
You know what's funny? You guys said this. So also you guys know Ari. We talked to Ari a little while ago.
Yeah, what's up, Ari?
And she couldn't finish it, and we said maybe we should do something where people have someone have it for them.
Yo, I bought a champion.
And we called it bring your best eater. Now
You know what?
Here in the cut, we challenge our guests to finish a tub of ice cream before the end of the conversation. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the Cool Table. My name is Adriel Smiley, aka AdrielSmiley.com, aka Adriel Smiley Official, aka The Godfather. Now, here in the cut, we challenge our guests to finish a tub of ice cream before the end of the conversation. This one has been a long time coming.
Wait, what?
Yes, the challenge is to finish it before the end of the conversation. No pressure, of course.
I have reasons, but go ahead.
Okay, so can we get the gum spit out before we even introduce you? Let's get
reasons.
We got XP in the building.
Well, I got reasons for
There you go.
why I can't.
But welcome to the show, Everything Oshaun.
Hey, what's poppin', brother? Good to thank you for having me.
Yeah, happy we could finally do this. This is actually technically our second interview.
Because
we did do one in person. I was looking at my old notes for that, and I was like, I can't ask any of those things again.
I mean, it was such a blur too, though.
No, literally, such a that whole night was a blur.
Yeah, the whole night.
The recording is its own separate.
A lot was going on.
Yeah, no, 100%. I talked to KP about it since, and I was like, she told me about how things went for y'all, and I was like, I had my own drama on my side, and I'm like, it's like, no, we're all black professionals.
Yeah.
Because we all just soldiered through.
I'm telling you.
It was a night.
It was crazy, but we had to, we did what we did.
So tell everyone about the flavor that you chose, and what are your chances you think of getting this finished?
Okay, I'm be honest. Can I be honest?
Yes.
First of all, tell you about the flavor I chose?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not an ice cream guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But when people offer me ice cream, I take vanilla.
Okay.
I just think it's a safe flavor. It's not too intense.
Yep.
Generally it tastes good, but I'm just not an ice cream dude.
Okay.
Right? That's number one. Number two, I'm not a dessert guy.
Wow.
So a dessert guy, now I'll eat certain things. Like if you give me a little cupcake, you know what I mean? I might have a cupcake. If you give me a birthday, like if a cake comes out, a whole big ass cake, I'll have like a little slither and that's it.
Yeah.
Unless it's now Christmas time and we have black rum cake or whatever, then I'll
the reason for the season.
For the season. And my auntie kills it. She's the best in the whole world when she does that. But besides that, I'm not really.
Auntie, I want Shawty on that cake.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, anybody that tries hers.
You're gonna hear from me in December, eh?
Yo, Auntie Sylvia, it's literally legendary, better than anywhere you've had in your life. So that's number two. Number three, I haven't eaten yet today. So to have a tub of fucking ice cream on an empty stomach is not gonna be good for your boy. So
Tummy twerking.
Now let me ask you this question. Can I substitute someone to eat this for me? Pause.
Yes.
Okay. I still want to taste it.
So
they do it on the other they do it on what's his name podcast? Drink Champs. They get somebody else to drink the alcohol when they're not, you know what I mean?
You know what's funny? You guys said this. So also you guys know Ari. We talked to Ari a little while ago.
Yeah, what's up, Ari?
And she couldn't finish it, and we said maybe we should do something where people have someone have it for them.
Yo, I bought a champion.
And we called it bring your best eater. Now
You know what?
Now I think after that maybe you don't want to do this challenge anymore.
Heavy pause. But it's my brother. He can that's technically it's me doing it.
Yes. Okay.
You know what I
All
mean?
right. So XP, sub in. We'll check in with you in a little bit.
Yes, sir.
But I think this is the only way for this to get done.
This is the only way. It's the only way. Look.
So you want me to start it? You want me to jump start?
Because it's between. Yeah, it's for the whole. For the whole interview.
Yeah. So we'll check in with you periodically, but
yeah.
Wet. Also hot. Actually.
This is off to a crazy start. This is off to a crazy.
What did you just say?
No, it wet. No, I can't even.
God
Y'all can't even
damn.
see this right now.
No, y'all don't.
Okay, XP is telling us off mic
This
that
is crazy.
the ice cream is wet.
This is crazy. Is water wet?
Like at this point, oh my god. Okay,
That's crazy.
I also want to go back in time. I think we got to do a little world building here.
Back in time.
But I want to hear first and foremost about your time working in None of It. I think just picturing you working in None of It is just a visual that we were not ready for.
Yo, I wasn't ready for you to ask me that. What the hell?
So let's hear about that.
That's crazy. Wow. My time working in None of It. Man, that's the first time I went anywhere outside of Ontario in Canada.
Oh,
so
for real? Okay.
Besides this tour that we just went on, that was the first time I went out there. But so to go all the way where people that look like us are not really there.
Yes.
That was intense. The weather's intense. The seasons are intense.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be a time period, I can't remember all the time periods, but there'll be a time period where the sun is out for like 24 hours of the day.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
That was amazing. I can't even lie to you. Like, it was amazing to look outside at 3 a.m. and it's just looks like
I can't,
bro, I'm telling you, it's like I felt like because I'm such a creative, like I never felt like I was at work when anytime those type of things were happening. I felt like I was on set of something. I thought like I was in my own world, and it was, you know what I mean? I'd be acting shit in my head while I'm moving around, like it's 4 a.m., 3 a.m. The sun is bright as hell. Or 24-hour darkness. There's 24-hour darkness all day, all night. It's dark.
That's kind of wild. Like, I think the one thing I think about when I think about None of It, of course, is the cold.
Yeah.
And I think like we've experienced levels of cold in Toronto, of course, but that's like a different level where you almost feel it in your bones second you go outside.
I think, I think the thing is too, is because you dress appropriately for the weather, you don't really feel the intensity of how cold it really is. Because you don't really notice it like that compared to when you're at home and you open the door and it's fucking minus, the wind chill is like minus 30. You know what I mean?
And you run to the car in your shorts.
Yeah. So I would test the weather. Like I'd be like, it's minus. I look on the app, it says it's minus 30, minus 40. You know, I just take my face out there with my hand, and it's like, wow, it's cold as hell. Don't get it twisted, but it's not as bad as like I imagined it. But I think it's just because you dress properly. You know what I mean?
You prepare for it.
You prepare, and then so it doesn't feel as bad. You know, it doesn't feel as bad. The people were great there. The locals were great there. They look at you when you're, especially black people, when you come over. They haven't seen black people in real life, so when they're seeing me over there, they're like, I'm like an alien to them. Like, yo, bro, God. They're like can I touch it? I had people literally, they would call their girl and like put them on FaceTime and be like, look, I'm like a celebrity without even knowing that I do anything besides working here, like besides doing music or whatever. They just want to show people back in their islands that I know a black guy and this, that, and can I touch his hair? And oh my God, you're so like all this alien shit, bro. Like it's crazy.
You know what it reminds me of? When a Jamaican comes to Canada for the first time, and they get their first bit of snow, and they just kind of lose. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh hell yeah!
And they lose their marbles.
Oh hell yeah!
And they just go right into the snow, like the first snowfall. They're not even dressed.
They're not dressed.
They put jeans on, like. You know what I mean? Like that's what because I think too we are so spoiled here in Toronto.
Yeah.
And being so multicultural.
So multicultural.
Especially in Canada. Like I've been I think almost to every province in Canada other than the northern ones. And you see like how little black people there are very quickly. Yeah. Like you go through like a Tim Hortons drive-through and it's almost as if they're like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, like, they're here. So
Yep. It's true.
And it's a whole different ball game.
It's super extreme, bro. Like literally like everybody would do it. Like it was wild. It was a wild time.
Yeah, I think there's something about kind of that difference in like style of living, we'll call it.
Yeah.
That is, it's kind of honest, very earnest. But I think there's something kind of about your music that has a bit of that because I've heard people talk about your music in so many different ways where you're like, is this the same artist? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know you've heard it too. Where
I know exactly what you mean.
Someone will call you an Afro artist. Someone will call you a rapper. Someone will call you R&B. And, you know, I talked to your boy Smooth. And I said, listen, I'm talking to Oshaun. You know, anything you want to spill the beans on or talk about.
He better kept it.
He kept it G. He kept it G. Right. But almost the first words out of his mouth is Oshaun is about energy. Yeah. And it was almost as if it was like company line, like you know what I mean? And
that's
the funny thing is he kind of realized that he said it himself and he's like, yo, I didn't even mean to do that, but that's just how it happened. So it's that's cool. Energy being part of you is like literally just flowing through you. Is that something that you feel like you've always had? And when did you decide to kind of make that part of, you know, what is part of your image?
That's a great question. I think I've always had it. Now, did I know that would be the connection of what I'm trying to do? No. That was through trial and error, doing things, creating different waves, and including how I am in my everyday life, putting it into music form. And only recently we realized that, we can brand that because that is what you are. If there's one thing that people know me for, is energy. I can feel the energy in the room. I know that, people could be down around me and I'll be the one that picks everybody back up. I'll be the motivator. I'll be the guy that people come to get a spark because they got to go do something and they want to get, you know what I mean, that juice, that feeling. They're like, yo, you make everything sound so, you know what I mean, so extra. You know what I mean? Sometimes some people might say I'm extra, but I call it having energy. I call that, having creativity, having a spark on life and spark on possibility. I'm very optimistic. I'm very persistent, consistent. Those type of things that require energy to do anything. Like even if I don't want to do something, I know that I gotta dig deep to find the energy to do it. So when others see that, and others saw that, that's where that term where we say, we got to call that the album Energy is Everything. Because how else can we tie everything in if you do all these different things? What is the one common idea or, word that we can surmise everything together with? It's like, well, he is the energy guy. When I perform, people talk about my energy. When I'm in conversations with people, they talk about the energy. So, yeah, man, that's I like Smooth. I appreciate you for, you know what I mean, thinking about that. That was really dope. Really dope.
It's fitting because I think that when I wanted to ask Smooth is because people don't treat energy as like a higher level of art in the same way.
They don't.
I think when someone has that kind of energy to their music, it's almost like it's not as artistic. It's a little bit, less thought out. Yeah. And he talked a lot about how intentional you are with your music. And that's something I've seen as well where I'm like, him putting the intentionality and the thought process into the music mixed with the energy is like still branding yourself with energy is like, that's a big thing. So, he put that all together. I really appreciate him for...
I appreciate there's different levels of energy. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was the purpose of how we put the journey of the album to be. It's to there's different energies or different feelings for different scenarios of your life. And since I express that a lot with people, just through everyday life, I wanted people to be able to catch that with the music. You know what I mean? Like there's a setting for, what do you say in the Bible? There's a time for this, there's a time for that, there's a time for this, there's a time for that. And I want my music to be like that. That's why it's like, you could put me on that playlist or that playlist or that show or after that artist because I put myself in those positions.
Yeah, like one thing I always ask people is what's the soundtrack for your album? Like if your album was for an activity, what would it be? And before you answer, I think what your album has is it reminds me of like the back to school days. You're in the summer, it's cool, but now that you're back in school, you're listening to music on the bus, on the walk home. And there's only a certain number of artists who you're like, I can listen to y'all from the time I leave the school, from the walk to the bus to when I get home. There's certain artists where you're like, once I get home, I gotta change it.
You got to change it. Yeah.
You know? So
yeah, 100%.
what do you think is the activity for your music? Or for this album in particular?
Oh no, this album is for your 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's for your 24 hours.
Yeah.
That my favorite albums are the albums like you just described, that you can play something from that album at any point of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's artists that, you know, you want to hear in the morning, but you don't want to hear when you're getting ready to work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or there's songs that you want to hear on the ride home, but not necessarily, it's not going to get your juices flowing in the morning on the way to work or on the way to school. So I call my album as a 24-hour. It's a 24-hour. There's something in the morning. There's something in the afternoon. There's something to get you through your work. There's something to get you through your gym session. There's something to get you ready to go out. Girls would message, yo, I play this to get ready to go out. Oh, I heard a song in the club. That helps me party. Now there's another song for you on the way home. Like, it's 24 hours at some point. There's something there for you on that particular album, more specifically.
No,
Anyway.
I actually agree with that because I'm the kind of person, if you know me, I listen to anything, anywhere.
Yeah,
I'll smoke a blunt as I'm Kirk Franklin.
Stop.
Yesterday, I was in the gym listening to Pastor Shirley Caesar on repeat on the treadmill.
Hey,
so
sometimes it happens.
No, it'd be like that.
I agree. You'd be surprised some of the things I'd be listening to when I'm on the treadmill. Y'all think I'm like, I might be listening to Mozart at that time.
No,
bro.
And they think you're listening to some Travis Scott.
Yo, sometimes when I'm in the gym on purpose, I will like put it really loud and take the headphones off so they could hear that I was like listening to Scientist Coldplay or whatever. Like just to be like, yeah, you think you know what I'm listening to. You don't know what the fuck I'm listening to.
I'm not gonna lie though, those like slow down R&B like playlists in the gym. Bang.
Bro, they go in.
Yeah. Because you know, and here's the thing, I think that like it's almost like a higher level. I'm not trying to say we're better, but it's like a higher level because it's like the music is like kind of calming you down and you're finding your center while you're exerting your body and having the mix of those two of like my body's pushing.
But this is, bro,
but I'm calm.
I'm telling you, it's a good contrast. I do it too, brother.
I need you to explain some things to me, okay? There's some lyrics that I have for you that I want you to explain.
Yo, I can't tell you that I don't know if I'll be 100% accurate depending on which session we're talking about, what song you're talking about. You know, if I was lit, if I was not lit, I don't know. Go ahead.
So I didn't notice this before, but I think you might be a trick. On Destination, you talk a little bit about tricking. Now, if you are, of course, your body, your choice. If you are, you are. If you're not, you're not. But you say
wild.
this on
That's
Destination.
Wild. That's wild.
You said, you told me that he cheap. If he don't help you with your bills and your nails and your toes, you know that he cheap. You don't need to name names, but talk about that lifestyle.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, shut the fuck up, XB. Bro, so am I a trick? No, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that
part-time.
I feel like, okay, in my life, I've heard women complain to me about like very simple things that I feel like men should take care of for them. And I would know that they have a man. So anytime I hear, like, they'll be complaining about like some small shit like that. Like, yeah, I haven't got my nails done in 2 months, 3 months or some shit like that. And I'll be like, don't you have a man? Like, cause I'll be like, don't you have a man? Or yo, I haven't got my hair braided in so long. Or, I was at the store, I was trying on some things and I said, what'd you get? I didn't get anything. I'm like, why? I'll hear these type of general things. I've even heard a girl, bro, one time this girl told me she was dropping her man home, right? Dropping him from the west to the east. I said, oh, that's crazy. What happened to his? No, she said she drove to the east, picked him up, brought him to her house. They chilled. Then she went back to the east, dropped him off, and went back to the west. And I said, that's crazy, yo. She's like, I'm like, well, you know, sometimes that happens. Maybe he doesn't have a car. Maybe his license, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, did he got you some gas though, right? She's like, no. I said, wait.
Maybe I'm with you on
Bro.
this. Maybe.
Are you hearing what I just said? She drove back and forth to hang at her house. And he didn't give her gas money.
That's manipulation.
And I said, I'm like, I don't understand that. How's that possible? She's like, oh, well, I didn't want to. I'm like, Frank, you don't have to. He didn't offer it?
In reality,
Uber exists?
No,
Lyft exists?
He should have went to her place and took his ass back home himself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like, everybody's circumstance is different. But the fact that I would hear these stories, and that one really pissed me off. So I just sent her, I sent her something. I'm like, yo, hear that. Yo, hold that for your man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I literally said, yo, I apologize for men. Yo, here's that for your guests. Take that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you're not completely a trick.
I'm not a trick, but sometimes, I may hold somebody down if I can. You know what I mean?
But you do believe in some of the teachings.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I do, because it's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I think you got me a little bit convinced though, because some of the things that you told me,
yeah,
I'm like, these some crazy things, and I can't lie.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm 100% not a trick. If you know me, like, I'm not. Whatever the opposite of a trick is what I am. Like,
you're a no spend.
Yeah, like
no.
I'm a no spend for sure.
Oh shit!
Until we're deeply in love.
Okay, I hear you. Sob stories, they get me sometimes.
100%.
I can't lie.
But I'm actually with you on this because I think some of those things is like, if you have someone, like, they can help you out with the nails or help you out with with the hair, like. Yeah. For sure. That is like a non-starter, automatic.
What? I'm telling you, yo. Real shit.
This one, I believe this was on Tings or maybe Cleopatra. I'm not sure. You said, okay, bad dreams keep a nigga grounded. What do you mean by that?
I think bad dreams are not necessarily dreams, but just thoughts of the negative for me. Keep me on my toes. So they keep me from falling for any pretty dress or any promise that somebody tells me. I don't allow it to have me fucking floating.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It won't have me floating. Like, yeah, you might say, yo, I'm gonna do this for you, or she might say, yo, I did it. I'm grounded. I'm not letting that possibility, keep me off my game, off my toes.
You know what's real and what's not.
Easy.
Yeah. Quantum entangle mind. I want to know kind of the thought behind that. Like, when I heard that, I was just like, where did this come from? Like, I almost said name names when I heard it originally, but I want to know this, the idea behind that.
I let Miss Singer take the helm on that. So basically, we gave her the idea of the album. We gave her my thoughts of the album. We gave her the imagery of the album in terms of where we wanted the direction of the album to go. Surrounding energy, and she just went in, bro. Like, she took the ideas of that. We had great conversations about it. She's heard some of the records before, but she just took that and just went to a whole new world with it, bro. And it's like, sometimes as a creative, I like to let people interpret what they think I mean instead of me just telling them
what to say.
What to say for everything. Now, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I'll admit that. And then I'll step in. But she just nailed it out the park. I'm like, yo, you spoke my language. Like, you spoke my, like, we wanted those interludes and the intro and the outro just to feel so beyond here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, really just beyond, and just be thoughts and ideas and imageries all trying to mold in together to create this bright light on this project. And that's what she did.
I think it holds the project together because I think the project is a certain tempo where everyone could kind of get lost in that and to be like, okay, we just...
And what did she do?
Going up. I think she basically like brought it down, brought it together. Yeah. And I think that helps, to me, the album kind of live on its own aside from the singles.
Yes.
Also, we're in a single world and the singles.
You know what it is. Single world is, but people are not really putting out projects anymore, albums anyway. But shout out Miss Singer, shout out XP, shout out KP for really bringing those ideas together and making sure that we made this album complete and feel a beginning, middle, and end. And she did it. She did her thing. She's incredible.
No, I think it definitely works because I think you have both.
Yeah.
Like, I think you have both. You have those songs like Alabeke 2, Big Bada Boom.
Yeah.
But you still have this like body of work where if someone's a new Oshaun fan, they can have something to go into. Yeah. Is there a song that you're most proud of on the project where you're like, okay, this is where, I did my thing on here?
That's like saying, you have a favorite kid?
People have favorites.
I know. And if you were to ask me my top 3 favorite basketball players of all time, I'm gonna put like 100 of them in there. Like I can't give you that, bro. Pause. I just
So you're proud of all of them.
I'm proud of this project. Like this project, it just gets me so excited when I put it on, bro. Like when I put on this is the first project where like I feel like I get something new every time I hear it. You know what I mean? I'll put it in the rotation of when I'm listening to Hov or Ye or Drake or whoever it is. I'll put that, like, because sometimes with other previous projects, I might listen to a song or two from my album and then I move on to something else. This one, like I just usually just let it go. Just let it go and just go on that journey. And I'm trying to understand I'm trying to put myself in different people's minds of like what could they possibly experiencing when they listen to this album. This
is for sure your best project, I think. And I
appreciate that, brother.
I think it's gonna age like in a way your other projects haven't. Like this is a project I think 2-3 years from now when you're an even bigger artist.
They're gonna be able to go.
They're gonna be able to go back to that and be like, that still slaps. And I think that's something that a lot of artists take almost too long to figure out in a sense, where it's like you don't create your actual like great body of work until you're far along in your career. And it's like, no, you can do that now. Like you don't have to wait. You can do that. So I think you've done that.
Thank you.
With this.
I thank you. I feel it too. That's good. It's a good reassuring hearing you say that, but we definitely feel like that.
No,
we definitely feel like that.
I could tell talking to KP, talking to you. I could feel how proud you guys were of this project. And I think like that is something that like, even though I rock with you on a personal level, like seeing how proud of you guys are of the project is something that I love to see, because it's scary to put music out. Like
tell them. Tell them. Like, put out a body of work, bro. That shit it's scary, it's hard, it's difficult, it's stressful. It's time consuming, it's energy consuming, it's money consuming. There's a whole lot of negativity, if you want to call it, or a lot of a whole lot of obstacles wanting to put out a song, let alone a project. So for us to go through this process, this how many years it really took for us to put this project together, ups and downs, a lot. We've had different circumstances that would have delayed it, and songs that maybe didn't make it, songs that we had to push to other. Like there's a lot. There's a docu on what could, or what people who were supposed to be on the album that ended up not being on the album that could have took it to a whole nother level. There's a lot. There's a lot. You know what I mean? But so just to hear it and be like, man, we got through that. Thank God it still sounds as great as it does.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing I see so much of the artists that don't put the project out. But if I tell you how many projects I've heard that aren't out,
that never came out,
and that bang, fire, not coming out, and it's kind of like you have to kind of let yourself go.
You have to,
and let it come out regardless. Like, yes, I know you thought that this was the better song, and it could have been the single. It's okay. Let it go. Let it come out. We're gonna switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
Because we're getting towards the end, but before we go, we got to do a top 5.
Top 5.
Now I try and tailor my top 5 to my guests, something that they can be excited about, and we're gonna do this together. Okay.
Thank God. I might need help.
The NBA season is coming up. we're gonna go NBA with it. Okay.
Okay.
And it's just top 5 players you're excited to watch for this season. Okay. This is for the present. Top players I have to watch this season. I'm gonna give you a couple of mine just to kind of get the juices flowing.
Okay.
Number 1 for me is Ja Morant.
Oh, so this is in order for you?
No order. This is just five guys I'm excited to watch.
All right. Okay, cool.
Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Excited to see what he has going on.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was moving crazy a couple of years ago.
He's on my list.
But excited to see what he has going on for sure. Another one for me is Josh Giddey. I feel like he got a rough end of the deal in OKC. I think that everything was blamed on him a little bit too much.
But,
and
he's wild.
No, we're not going to talk about that. But as a hooper, I hate it when a team's failures is blamed on one person.
I hate that too.
That I think is like an NBA media
It's only
thing.
it's only in basketball. I was literally about to say that. It's literally only in basketball.
So just because of that, I want to see him do well in Chicago.
It's interesting. It's an interesting pick.
And then last but not least is Klay Thompson. Dallas is my squad. If you look on my score app, the team that has a star beside it is the Dallas Mavericks. So I want to see how Klay Thompson does. I can't tell if he's washed or if all he can do is shoot.
We don't know.
I don't think he's washed, but Klay also never had a bag to begin with. Klay was not doing the dribble crossover.
Yeah, that's not his. That's
never
not his
been
game.
his
That's
thing.
not his game.
So seeing him now not do that is like it's kind of feels the same, but I can't. So I want to see if he really
You're gonna find out.
Still has it. Who are the guys for you that you're excited to see this season?
5 guys, not the burger joint, that I'm excited to see this year that are playing this year. I got Ja on there too.
Mm-hmm.
I got Ja. Hopefully he stays on the straight and narrow. Because we fingers is crossed because he's exciting. And we need to have that excitement back in the NBA. With, you know what I mean? Like that. Like, man, I remember when I was little and when VC was doing what he was doing, man. We need that action back in the game, you know? So I got Ja. I got the King.
Okay.
I got the King.
He's still killing.
The King is, because you said who I'm excited to see this year, because this year he's in his 22nd season. His son is on the team. He'll be going back and forth from the G League, and there's that excitement. He just came off the Olympics. He was named the best player in the Olympics. I watched most of those games. He played fucking incredible. His preseason I just watched a couple days ago, he played fucking incredible. He says, I'm probably going to, who knows, I got a lot in the tank. Like, when you start talking like that type of talk, you got my attention.
And he's turning 40 soon.
And he's turning 40 and he's playing, and he's the worst top 10 player in the league right now. That's at his worst.
And the craziest thing is he's probably the best athlete on his team.
No.
Like,
Adrian, not possible.
Like,
he is.
Like, that is crazy. Like,
he's 100%.
And you know what's funny? I think about him aging because I'm a more Kobe guy.
Yeah.
So I had to warm up to being a LeBron fan, especially on the Lakers.
Oh yeah, you one of those.
Yeah. It took some time.
Yeah.
But thinking about how athletic he is at this age,
it's crazy.
Made me think of all the older players in the league and the roles they have. Like, think about someone like Kyle Lowry.
Exactly.
Exactly. Kyle Lowry wasn't the most athletic player in the league in his prime.
Not even in his prime.
You know?
Not even in his prime.
Never. So to see how he compares someone like PJ Tucker, Andre Iguodala when he was still playing, it's like
niggas is taller than him that can't get up like how he gets up.
Yeah, so
like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
so I got him. Now I got Carl Anthony.
Okay, yeah.
I need to see what that is over the Knicks. I wasn't sure about the trade, but I mean, him in the big city with my guy. I don't know. It could be something. It could be something.
I think it's gonna be good. I like the Knicks a lot. I think it's gonna be.
It could be. Yeah. It feels weird to have to cheer for the Knicks because we're from Toronto. Technically, we shouldn't really in a way. But when the team looks good, I'm gonna rock with the possibility. I want to see what Victor's gonna do this year.
Yeah.
I got to see this pairing now with Paul over there. He seems to be rejuvenated and excited to put this guy at a different level. And if that pick and roll and whatever they do with Pop, if that starts to go the way it goes and Sky, then that's I want to see that. That's 3. 4th?
Wait, I think he might have 4. Victor, LeBron, Ja.
Oh, Ja. Okay, yeah. Who else did I say?
Didn't you not say someone just now? Carl, first.
Oh, Carl. So 5th?
Yeah.
This is crazy to say because I'll say I want to see what the fuck Paul George is gonna do over there.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that.
And only because I want to see what he's gonna do over there. Because the same way that y'all talked about Harden and the way y'all talked about Westbrook having all these multiple superstars, all-stars around him, but Paul too, though.
Yeah.
He's had guys around him too.
And where's he gone with it?
So I need to see now if he goes with Embiid And that's another thing. Embiid's health, is he going to be, is this health going to be, like I heard he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
A lot of weight. So I'm excited to see what that would be. But I don't know, but I gotta see Paul with that. I gotta see Paul with Maxey. I gotta see Paul. And is he the third well, yeah, he's gonna be the third. He is gonna be the third. Yeah. He did third option before, didn't he?
No, he never did third option, but he's did second option.
Oh no, he was second option. Because on
OKC he was second option and Clippers was second option. I guess
Clippers he's second, but
I you know what I think? The Sixers I don't believe in because I just don't think Joel Embiid wants that smoke. And this is like maybe a Hooper thing, but there's guys you see in a game.
He doesn't want the smoke. You think he doesn't want the smoke?
I'll tell you why. And I rewatched some of the playoffs last year, and I still feel right about this. At the end of the game, he doesn't want the ball. There's an end of I think it's game 2 or game 3 where Tyrese Maxey has it. They double him, and he passes it to Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid has a pump fake party before he puts it up. And the game is basically done.
PTSD from the Raptors games.
Too soon. But
you got the coach.
I was a Clippers fan for a long time, and it was CP and Blake there. OG Clippers fan. CP's my guy, so I was going to be.
No, I love CP.
But DeAndre Jordan on that team, when he played in the clutch, he would literally run away from the basketball. Joel Embiid has a little bit of that in him. And I think
not Ben Simmons bad though.
Not Ben Simmons bad. Ben Simmons is a different level.
Ben Simmons bad.
But Joel Embiid definitely has like he'll screen you, but don't pass it to him. And so I think that
pay attention to that more.
Your team is not going to go far when your best guy is kind of like scared of the moment.
So maybe Maxey will take over now. Maybe Maxey will take another leap forward this year.
I think if Maxey becomes the leader in the locker room, then I believe in them. But I think it's a character thing of like your team is going to follow the mode of your best player and how they behave. It's kind of like Giannis is a hard worker. Giannis is always 10 toes down. Milwaukee's always going to follow in that footstep. Jimmy Butler, same ways. Always works hard. Is always playing defense.
Is he in his last
year of his contract? Yeah. So yeah, Jimmy, I want to see get traded.
I want to see him get traded too.
But I think those are the guys I'm like, we'll see. We got to revisit this maybe in April. We'll have
we should.
Yeah, we'll come back.
And
I
hope Raptors continue. I hope we tank the season.
I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I
really hope we
so.
do.
I hope so.
I really hope. I'm not an advocate of tanking. But this is the best opportunity for us to tank. Is right now. Because what I'm hearing, all the rumors and highlights I've been seeing of all these guys that are in this particular class that is coming up.
Yeah, we need.
I think we should chill. I think we should chill.
Yeah, no, we should. Let's just bench Scotty for a little bit.
Yeah, because give him. Come on, man. Like, god damn, man.
Okay, this is a question we ask everyone on the show. Now, when you get $100 million,
oh, nice. I like that.
You get an exotic animal. That's just the rules. Everybody does it. I don't know why. Justin Bieber with his monkey, Mike Tyson with his tiger, Michael Jackson with his monkey. So when you get that chance with your $100 million, what animal are you bringing into your life?
Panther.
He knew right away. Just the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Panther. They're a big cat.
Yeah.
But they just look so fucking majestic, beautiful. They can kill. I don't know, man.
No, I'm with you. You get cat energy with protection.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like calm, cool.
And the black. It just looks so. I don't know. I'm with the Panther here.
All right, XP. Where are we at with the ice cream?
Nowhere near life.
I kind of stopped because I'm like, no, I can't do all this nigga work, man. They're crazy.
Are you serious?
Look how much is left though, and it's
show the camera.
Oh, he actually killed most of it.
Yeah, okay.
He killed most of it.
That's mostly done. I won't say that's a full finish, but
it's pretty.
We're at the 5-yard line. We're at the 5-yard line. Yeah. So we have the segment on the radio show called Wednesday Wisdom. Ask for a motivational quote or saying either you remind yourself of or the people around you. Now you can't use one you used before because I
don't even remember what I did before.
No. So that's even better. Even better.
I wouldn't even remember that shit.
What's that quote for you? Either you remind yourself of or the people around you.
That I remind myself to?
Either or.
I don't just do this for me.
And we got family in the room. I like that.
I don't just do this for me. I do it for everybody who believes in me, everybody who's working with me, everybody who spends their time, money, energy, resources. So anytime I feel down or feel tired or feel weary of what's going on, I just think about everybody else that's a part of it. And I said, "No, we get your ass up, go to the gym, go work out, go write, go read, go do something."
I like that. We're all about a team here. Cannot do it on your own.
We cannot.
If you guys haven't, for some reason, go stream Energy is Everything.
Oh well, we gotta let them know.
Get your life together.
Let 'em know, man.
Thank you for joining us. Honestly, it's been a long time coming.
I know.
Long time coming.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you. This is a beautiful show. I'm happy that you continue to do it and pursue and, get with the guests and keep this going, bro. Because we really need this. We really need the platforms like this. I'm tired of seeing platforms do amazing for a few months and then they stop or they have internal something and blah 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 and things fall apart. So I love that you keeping the cool going.
Appreciate it. If you want to hear the Cool Table live, you can hear us every Wednesday at 11 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Find us on the interwebs at the Cool Table Live on Instagram, at the Cool Table on YouTube. You can find me on TikTok at adrielsmiley.com. And until next time, know yourself, know your worth.